Formless protoplasm able to mock and reflect all forms of organs and processes. Viscous agglutinations of bubbling cells. Rubbery 15-foot spheroids, infinitely plastic and ductile. Slaves of suggestion, builders of cities. More and more sullen, more and more intelligent, more and more amphibious, more and more imitative. Great God, what madness made even those blasphemous old ones willing to use and carve such things. The Shoggoths, as described in At the Mountains of Madness by the late, great H.P. Lovecraft. They are a kind of sentient blob, a creature with no clearly defined shape or aesthetic. They are shapeshifters of the most terrifying sort. They can be likened to an amoeba, kind of, with gelatinous flesh that forms to their will. It is said that a Shoggoth, when shaped into a sphere, would be some 15 feet in diameter, though this does vary greatly between them. Though they have no specific shape, when they are not tasked with a particular job, they tend to adopt a hideous appearance, a mass of writhing eyes, mouths, and various tentacles. Though this is not their intended aesthetic from creation, it could be argued this is something they universally adopted together as their chosen appearance. The Shoggoths were created by the Elder Things to be a slave or servant race, genetically engineered and designed in such a way to utilize their shapeshifting abilities for any means required. A sort of Swiss Army knife of creatures. The Elder Things viewed them solely as tools and nothing more. Primarily, the Elder Things used the Shoggoths to build their massive structures and architecture underwater. Due to their servitude, they were supposed to remain mindless, shells of beings, merely following instructions. However, time can be a gift, and throughout the eons the Shoggoths slowly evolved, mutated, gaining consciousness and sentience. Eventually the Shoggoths would rise up and combat their masters. Their intellect is heavily questionable, but it is likely they knew their purpose as a slave race was wrong, and as such attempted to destroy all of the Elder Things for inflicting this onto them. Some say the Elder Things are extinct due to the Shoggoths. However, it is highly probable that some still live, as I mentioned in my video on the ancient beings. The Shoggoths now are quite rare and few and far between, though some did manage to survive through the years and can be seen to this day. However, you have to go to some of the harshest environments known to man, namely Antarctica or the bottom of the deepest oceans, which coincidentally are cohabited by the deep ones. As such, they have made allies of the Shoggoths, rather than attempting to battle or wage war with them. Also, leading off from last week's video on the Mi-Go, the Shoggoths had actually run afoul of the Mi-Go. They conducted experiments and even attempted to perform mind grafts on the beasts, trying to further the creature's development into a more tamer version, so they could control them telepathically. The resultant Shoggoths became known as the Ghoul or the Gold Things. So were you aware of the Shoggoths? Have you read At the Mountains of Madness? And if so, what did you think of their mention? What imagery did it conjure up for you? As always, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. And if you did enjoy this video, then please consider leaving it a like and subscribing to the channel for more Cthulhu Mythos in the future. If you enjoy my content and want to support me, the channel, and what I do, then please check out my Patreon page via the link in the description box. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I'll catch you in the comments section.